Okay, quick aside, and what should be noticed is that I do actually have a Twitter account, and it is called the Pentagram 7, or it's at the Pentagram 7 on Twitter. So go ahead and check that out, and that's going to detail a lot of information in regards to what's taking place right now when it comes to this whole terrorism issue and uh, with nano AI, specifically autonomous weapon systems, bioweapons, harassment, stalking issues, grand larceny, attempted murder, and probably promotion of prostitution would fit in there as well. But there's a lot of people involved, a lot of people like that are famous that are involved that got stuck in it, and so that's kind of what I'm going through right now. And what's actually happening is there's a lot of people being held hostage in their own heads, like using AI, so they don't say anything, and then they have like paid off like guards and military and all these different people that they'll in Intel and other like industries that will take the bribes to keep people quiet instead of speaking out about some of the things that they've gone through. Like there's a lot of there's model types, actress types, musician types, all these types that have gone through these different things, and they won't say anything because these guys will tap into their head with AI and then make death threats at them. So that's kind of like that's the point that I'm at right now, that I'm dealing with. And I have a bunch of like scientists that are paid off and stuff that are trying to argue with me and exclaim that I don't really know what I'm talking about, like I don't know how to debate. But the funny thing is, it's like no one would be harassing you, period, if you didn't have a point. And also, like, you can't defer to schizophrenia as a possible solution for yourselves, because all of these thoughts are too deliberate. Like schizophrenia doesn't just come about with just randomly you getting a bunch of death threats because you're talking about a bunch of information that people typically, like certain people in the world, are afraid of having mentioned. So that's kind of one of the first clues that it's an actual person, because there's specific people being mentioned, and it would just it's all too easy to like be dismissive with the subject matter. So especially when you have a private interest in mind that would lose a lot of money should a lot of people find out about what they're doing, because then everyone will just file lawsuits against them.